What's going on, everyone? This is Kevin here, coming at you with my hands-on and first impressions video of the Samsung Galaxy A21s. So let's get started. So this is the Samsung Galaxy A21s. Now this phone launched very recently, and you're probably wondering why this phone is out before the regular A21. And that's a fantastic question. I really don't know, but I do know that the regular A21 is going to be out pretty soon, and I probably will have the phone in less than a month from now. So let's hope that happens soon. But at the moment, you can pick up the A21s for around $200. Definitely take a look at the link in the video description though for the most up-to-date pricing. But the device is factory unlocked for all GSM carriers. This is the international variant of the phone, but what that means is that it will work all around the world. So it's going to work in the US, it's going to work in Europe, it's going to work in Asia, and anywhere else for that matter. But here is the box. You can see A21s right here. We'll open this up. I did already set up the phone for the sake of saving time, but the first item in the box is this smaller box, and in here we do have some literature. So we have a warranty card, we have a quick start guide, and we have a quick start guide in Spanish. Then we have the phone itself, but I'm going to put this off to the side for a second here. However, doesn't it look really cool? It's a really good looking phone. But also in the box, we have a wall adapter. This is an adaptive fast charging wall adapter. We also have a SIM card removal tool. We have 3.5 millimeter headphones, and we have a USB-C cable for charging and data transfer. So very cool to see there. But here is the actual Samsung Galaxy A21s itself. Now the phone features a very large display at 6.5 inches. It is a PLS TFT display, so it's not AMOLED, unlike the Galaxy A20, but it still does look really good. The resolution is 720p, we're getting a PPI of 270, we're getting a 20:9 aspect ratio, and we're getting an 82.8% screen-to-body ratio. So you can see very small bezels all around, maybe a little bit thicker on the bottom, but still, overall, a really nice form factor here, especially for a phone in this price range. Now at the top of the device, you can probably see here that we do have a hole punch for the front-facing camera, and the front-facing camera is 13 megapixels. Now internally, we're getting 64 gigabytes of storage, and if that's not enough for you, the phone also supports microSD card expansion. But 64 gigs for a phone in this price range is really a phenomenal deal. Now there's no wireless charging here with the phone, but we do get a fingerprint sensor on the back. So we'll give that a try right now. And that's very quick. Let's do that one more time. Yeah, very fast there with that fingerprint sensor. We also get face unlock. So unlike all the new Motorola phones that have come out this year, this device does indeed have face unlock. So that is really cool to see. So you can do a combination of both or pick one or the other. It's really up to you. Now also on the back of the device is the quad camera setup. So we're getting a 48 megapixel main camera, we're getting an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, we're getting a 2 megapixel depth sensing camera, and a 2 megapixel macro camera. Now you are getting, as you can imagine, portrait mode with both the front and rear cameras. Definitely stay tuned for my full review video to see photo and video samples from the device. But I'm really happy to see that we're getting so many different cameras with this device. And I already did have a chance to take some photos, at least indoors for now. Tomorrow, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to take a bunch of test photos and videos, but I'm really happy with the quality so far. For example, with the front-facing camera, you can do kind of the default mode, or you can do an even wider mode, so that's really cool. And then the rear camera, of course, you get so many different abilities. You get the standard mode here, you get ultra wide, of course, but you can see how much more content here fits in the frame. You get live focus, and then you also get macro. So a lot of really cool photography features here with the phone. And really, again, for a phone in this price range, you really can't find too many other options that give you so many different features. Now internally, we're getting 4 gigabytes of RAM in the Samsung Exynos 850 processor. Now I did run a benchmark test with the phone, and I'll show you the score right now. And it's pretty decent, but really the best thing about this device is that we are getting 4 gigs of RAM. So you can see the overall Antutu score here isn't necessarily the highest ever. Now it's decent, especially for a phone at $199. But again, the 4 gigs of RAM is really what makes this device feel really quick, nice, and snappy and efficient. I did install a variety of my favorite applications here in the phone, which I intend on testing out as I test the phone in preparation for the review. But in general, I am very happy with the internals that they've given to this phone. I do also have the Galaxy A20s and the A20, of course, and I will do comparison videos between this phone and those phones, but I really like what I'm seeing so far. Now, video recording with the device maxes out at 1080p. We're getting a beefy 5,000 milliamp hour internal battery with the device, and it's compatible with 15-watt fast charging. Now, the software on here is Android 10, as you'd imagine. It features Samsung's One UI 2.0, so you get all the various Samsung goodies that you're used to. Now, this variant of the phone does not have Bixby. I don't know if there will be other variants that do, but this device does not. But now that we've gone over the main specifications of the device, let's take a closer look at the hardware. So again, a really massive display with this phone, definitely a big step up from its predecessor device, and really just a nice looking phone in general. Now I know that there's gonna be people in the comments saying that they really wish that it was AMOLED. And of course, AMOLED would be an improvement over what we're getting here. But again, I think the colors are nice and clear. The display itself is nice and crisp as well, despite how large the display is and despite it being 720p. And then I really like as well that we are getting that hole punch for the front-facing camera. It really makes this phone feel like a very premium device, despite it really being a more affordable option from Samsung. Now taking a look at the left side of the phone, we have just the slot for the microSD card and SIM card. We also have an all-plastic build, minus of course the front display. Taking a look at the right side of the phone, we have the power button and volume button. Then on the top, we have the noise-canceling microphone. Then on the bottom, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack. We have the USB-C port for charging and data transfer. We have the microphone, and we have the speaker. And then on the back of the phone, we have, of course, the quad camera setup. We have the fingerprint sensor, and we have, overall, just a very clean design here with the phone. Again, it looks super premium. It definitely does not look like a budget device, and I'm sure that's what Samsung was going for when they were designing it. But in general, I'm a big fan of the phone. I really think it's a sweet device overall, and I'm looking forward to making a variety of content about it, including comparison videos to other phones that I have, a pros and cons video, a tips and tricks video, and of course, I'll be making a full review about the handset. But I hope you enjoyed this hands-on and first impressions video about the Samsung Galaxy A21s. Definitely let me know in the comment section what you think about the phone and any suggestions that you have for content that I should make about it. And also take a look at the link in the video description to see the most up-to-date pricing, as I'm sure that over time, the price will go down. But this is Kevin here. This is the Samsung Galaxy A21s, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, and I hope you have a fantastic day.